Some Phoenix suburbs are quietly exploding right now, and if you wait 12 months, you might price yourself out. If you're thinking about moving to the Phoenix metro area or even moving across town, you probably have noticed something. Certain suburbs are getting all the attention right now. New builds are selling fast. Master plan communities are popping up everywhere. Restaurants, schools, retail, following the rooftops. Today, we're breaking down the 5 Phoenix suburbs that everyone is flocking to right now, and more importantly, why. Not hype, not just it's growing, but what's actually driving buyers into these areas. And I'll also share the twist no one's talking about, because not every fast-growing suburb is automatically the right fit. Let's jump in. Number 1, if there's one suburb that people relocating from out of town are asking about constantly right now, it's Queen Creek. 10 years ago, people said it was too far. Now, it's one of the most requested areas in all of the Southeast Valley. So why are people flocking here? Massive master plan communities, brand new homes, bigger lots, more space between your neighbors, and that new Arizona feel. Communities like Legato, Barney Farm, and Harvest are drawing families who want open floor plans, 3-car garages, RV gates, modern design, and walkable community trails. And here's the psychological driver. People moving from California, Washington State, Colorado, they're used to paying more for even less space. In Queen Creek, they can still get 2,500 plus square feet, a backyard, a pool, and still be under what they'd be paying in many coastal markets. It feels like true value. Now, the trade-off? It's that commute time. If you drive into Central Phoenix for work, that drive matters. But for remote workers and hybrid schedules, that distance isn't a deal breaker anymore. Number 2, Gilbert. Gilbert is not new. It's not up and coming, it's established. And that's exactly why people love it. So why does Gilbert keep winning? Top-rated schools, clean, maintained neighborhoods, strong resale value, walkable downtown, and tons of park. Downtown Gilbert has transformed over the past decade. What used to be a quiet farmland is now packed with trendy restaurants, coffee shops, family events, and weekend farmers markets. Gilbert attracts families, relocation buyers, and professionals who want stability. But here's the key. Gilbert doesn't feel chaotic. It feels predictable in a good way. People are flocking here because they want safe investment, good schools, and clean neighborhoods. So what's the downside? Price. Gilbert isn't the cheap option anymore. You're gonna pay for that reputation, but buyers keep choosing it anyways because it just consistently performs. Number 3, Chandler. Chandler is very interesting. It's one of the most balanced suburbs in all the valley. Why is it booming? Because we have major tech employers like Intel and Microchip, strong job markets, established neighborhoods, great freeway access, and amazing schools. Chandler attracts professionals, engineers, remote workers, corporate relocations, and unlike some of the farther cities, Chandler still keeps you close to everything. You're a 20 to 25 minute drive to Sky Harbor Airport, easy access to the 101 or the 202, and close to Scottsdale nightlife. Chandler gives buyers options. You can find 1990s established homes, gated communities, luxury pockets, and even entry-level neighborhoods. It's versatile, and versatile drives demand. Number 4, Peoria. Let's shift to the West Valley. Peoria has quietly grown to one of the fastest growing luxury family markets. Why are buyers flocking? New construction, mountain views, larger home, new retails and restaurants, and more affordability compared to Scottsdale. Communities like Lake Pleasant and Vistancia are drawing buyers who want space, scenery, and newer builds. And here's what's changed. 5 years ago, people in the East Valley rarely looked west. Now, prices in Scottsdale and in Central Phoenix have pushed buyers outward. Peoria feels like Scottsdale vibes, but without that Scottsdale pricing. The twist, commute time matters again. If you work in Chandler, Gilbert, the West Valley isn't convenient, but for remote workers or people working north or west, it's incredibly attractive. Number 5, Buckeye. Buckeye is the wild card. It's explosive growth territory, massive planned communities, huge land development, and brand new just about everything. So why is it surging? entry-level pricing for new builds, lower price per square foot, future growth projections, and investors are watching closely. Buckeye is attracting first-time homebuyers, investors, because buyers are being priced out of other markets. It's more rural, it's more spread out, and it's more future-focused. And here's the truth. People who bought in Queen Creek 10 to 12 years ago when everyone said it's too far, let's say, are doing very well today. Some buyers see Buckeye as that next wave, but here's the caution. That growth is going to take some time. Infrastructure has to catch up. Retail follows residential. Schools expand gradually, and Buckeye is for buyers who are thinking long-term. Here's what most YouTube videos aren't going to tell you. Not everyone is flocking to these suburbs because they're perfect. They're flocking because, of course, there's always trade-offs. Every one of these cities has a compromise. Queen Creek, commute. Gilbert, higher pricing. Chandler, less new construction inventory. Peoria, distance from maybe some other areas that have the jobs. Buckeye, infrastructure is still developing. There's no perfect suburb. There's only what compromise fits your life. And this is where buyers get stuck. They chase what's trending instead of asking what actually fits my routine. Because if you work downtown, have kids in sports, maybe travel often, or need specific schools, the hot suburb might not be hot for you. Why these suburbs are still winning. So why are people still flocking here? 3 reasons. Space. Phoenix suburbs still offer bigger homes, larger lots, and more garage space compared to many other major metropolitan areas. 2, this one's huge, lifestyle. Master plan communities matter, parks, trails, community pools, events. People just aren't buying just the house, they're buying a lifestyle. And 3, the perceived value. Even as prices rise compared to places like California, Seattle, Denver, Chicago, Phoenix suburbs still feel affordable to many relocation buyers, and that perception keeps demand here very steady. The Phoenix metro area is massive, and what's trending today might shift in 5 years. But right now, these cities like Queen Creek, Gilbert, Chandler, Peoria, and Buckeye are pulling the most attention. It's not random. It's driven by migration patterns, remote work flexibility, school rankings, new construction inventory, and those lifestyle amenities. The smart move isn't chasing the hype. It's understanding why that hype exists. Before we go deeper into each suburb, we need to understand something bigger happening across Phoenix right now. It's not just population growth, it's lifestyle migration. People just aren't moving for jobs anymore. They're moving for space, schools, weather, taxes, remote work flexibility, and quality of life. And Phoenix suburbs check a lot of those boxes. Now let's zoom back in and go deeper into what's fueling these 5 specifically. Queen Creek isn't just growing, it's evolving. Retail is finally catching up to residential. New restaurants, medical centers, grocery anchors, infrastructure just expanding. And here's what smart buyers are paying attention to. When retail starts following development at scale, it's a signal. Queen Creek is moving from an outer suburb to a self-sustaining city. That changes long-term appreciation patterns. Now here's the reality. You're still trading proximity for space. For families who prioritize backyard living, pool space, privacy, community amenities, that trade-off feels worth it. Gilbert doesn't spike wildly. It performs very steady. And that's why investors like it, and that's why relocation buyers trust it. It has a strong resale history, low volatility compared to some outer areas, established school districts, mature landscaping. And here's something subtle. Mature trees, established neighborhood, psychologically signal value. Buyers feel safer putting long-term money into places that feel finished. That major reason is why Gilbert pulls demand. Chandler's growth isn't just residential, it's employment driven. When Intel expands, when tech hiring rises, when corporate relocation increases, housing demand follows. Chandler sits in a sweet spot. It's close to jobs, freeways, shopping, and the airport. That combination keeps it resilient even when the market cools. It's not the flashiest suburb, it's one of the most desirable and durable. The West Valley has transformed, and Peoria especially benefits from Lake Pleasant access, desert preserve views, and new luxury communities. As Scottsdale pricings climb, buyers begin asking, what else gives me those views without the Scottsdale premium? Peoria answered that question. And here's something interesting. As remote work becomes more normalized, buyers prioritize scenery over the commute. And Peoria offers mountain views and larger homes at the lower price per square foot compared to some of the other luxury areas. That equation is very powerful. Buckeye is where future growth conversations happen. Massive master plan communities, thousands of projected homes and infrastructure plans. Buyers who move to Buckeye are usually thinking, I'm okay being early. Early buyers historically benefit most in expanding suburbs. But let's be clear, being early is going to require some patience. Retail and road improvements don't happen overnight. Buckeye is a strategic long-term bet, but not an instant gratification suburb. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Migration creates ripple effects. California buyers move to Gilbert. Gilbert buyers upgrade to Queen Creek. Chandler buyers stretch into Peoria, and first-time buyers stretch into Buckeye. It creates pricing pressure across multiple suburbs all at once. It's not just one city exploding, it's movement between all of these cities. And when rates drop or job growth increases, that ripple effect just accelerates. That's why these 5 suburbs are leading. They sit at critical points in that movement chain. Now let's zoom out 3 to 5 years. Here's what I see likely happening. Queen Creek continues rising as infrastructure fills in. Gilbert remains stable and at a premium. Chandler, strong because of that employment base. Peoria gains more luxury attention. And Buckeye, appreciation tied to how it's developing. And here's the important part. Phoenix isn't just one market, it's dozens of micro markets. And the right suburb depends on your commute tolerance, budget flexibility, school priorities, long-term hold versus short-term resale value, and your lifestyle goals. Here's a reason people feel like they need to get in now, because many buyers saw what happened between 2020 and 2022. They watched prices climb fast, and psychologically, they don't want to miss another run. But smart buying isn't about being panicked. It's about positioning. If you understand where growth is organic, where growth is speculative, and where infrastructure supports that expansion, maybe where pricing already reflects demand, you can move confidently instead of emotionally. The reason everyone is flocking to these 5 suburbs isn't random hype. It's math, lifestyle, and migration put together. It's about schools, job, space, perceived value, and all of that future development. Each suburb offers a different version of what that Phoenix dream looks like. The key is choosing that version that fits for you. If you're looking in one of these areas and wondering which one makes sense for my budget, my commute, or even my long-term goals, let's talk it through. Call or text us or head to our website. We've helped hundreds of buyers navigate these exact decisions, especially families relocating who are trying to understand Phoenix without living here yet. We'll break down pricing trends, commutes, school districts, resale strength, and neighborhood by neighborhood insight. Because in Phoenix, where you buy matters just as much as what you buy. And choosing the right suburbs now could make a very big difference just 5 years from today.